We're in gorgeous Costa Rica. After one of the most intense animal experiences of our lives, Sue and I need somewhere to relax. And in Costa Rica, there's perhaps no better place than La Paz Waterfall Gardens. It's a beautiful ecological resort tucked away in the lush rainforest.
Anytime you enter paradise, you know it's going to be a happy day, and that's exactly what happened to us when we arrived at La Paz Waterfall Garden.
The resort is dedicated to the local wildlife. Not only do they rescue and rehabilitate animals, they also strive to educate local Costa Ricans about their native species and how best to protect them. The park's founder, Lee Banks, is taking Sue and me on a guided tour.
Welcome, Jack and Suzi. We have somebody that'd like to meet you. There you go.
Hi, buddy.
Hey, you got a friend right here. Here, Jack.
Are you serious?
Right. There you go.
Oh, Sue, look at this.
Oh, well, he likes you the best.
When you look at a toucan, you can't believe that nature has created anything so beautiful.
Where'd these come from?
Well, most of these were kept as pets by the local people, and that's illegal in Costa Rica, so they donated to us, and we take good care of them here.
People think they're so beautiful,
Yep.
they want them as a pet, and they do not make a good pet. They are best to be seen in the wild or at a zoological park.
You want to get a little kiss from a toucan?
Well,
They don't do it without a little bit of romance.
Okay.
Oh,
God,
Jack.
day. Oh, Sue, come here, Sue. How's that kiss? Oh, I have a big tongue.
Don't ask me to compare. He won't like the answer.
It's so funny. I'm not one to kiss and tell, so it's time to move on. We're hoping to see some special birds that frequent the park.
Wow.
What's this here?
Welcome to the hummingbird garden. We have a treat in store for you. These are free hummingbirds. They come and go as they please.
What do we do here?
You gotta have to take a couple of these.
So
You've
look at
seen
this.
this little water
Oh,
thing?
that one is
Yeah.
beautiful. What kind is that?
It's a hummingbird.
To see all the different colors and the different sizes, and up close where you can hold a flower and they'll come to it and get their nectar.
Oh, here he is. Oh, shoot. There he is. God. Oh, Sue, right in front of my eyeballs.
You know, I've often heard that they're like a helicopter because they can stay in mid-air just with their wings flapping back and forth.
They use an incredible amount of energy. Susie, you probably consume maybe a couple thousand calories a day. One of these small birds will consume up to 5,000 calories a day.
There's
Knock
no
it
way.
off.
No,
Lee, wait a minute.
absolutely, 100%. Their heart rate will go to about 500 beats per minute. So they get up early in the morning and they must feed immediately.
Of course, I had to raise the stakes and see if I could get a hummingbird to land on me. Look right in the eyes, Sue. Look right in the eyes of hummingbird. Relieved that the hummingbird didn't attack my face, I was ready to continue our Costa Rican safari. I've always seen them in my speeches hanging on limbs, but never have I looked up to a sloth.
95% of their time is spent upside down. They hang upside down, they breed upside down, they eat upside down. Pretty amazing.
Oh, so they're
Sloths just
kissing
right.
each other. They're kissing each other. I've never seen sloths kiss. Good night.
You just saw the interaction
Yeah.
there? That's a friendship interaction, and that's remarkably unique because in the wild they don't do that. But they make connections in captivity.
So they're solitary, and then they find their mates.
Solitary.
That's what I thought.
Mating, and then the male leaves.
And once when the baby is born, how long does it stay with the mom?
It stays with the mom about a year, and the mom gives it the best gift of all. The mom leaves the baby its feeding areas. So the baby takes over the existing feeding areas, the mom takes off and looks for other feeding
Really?
areas.
Yeah.
He's gonna grab your hat.
Well,
Yeah,
you
he
know
likes
what?
your hat.
I know you do. I'd like to give you my hat, but I just can't do that right now. Here, Junior. Here, there you go. See you later. Another thing that Sue loves are butterflies. I think a lot of us love butterflies in this world today.
Well, just to walk in and have butterflies flying everywhere, you feel like you're in a fairyland. It's just magical to see that.
Looks like I'm just holding a leaf, doesn't
It does, yes.
There's nothing on it, a
What
plain
is it?
leaf. It's actually tiny, tiny little caterpillars.
Wait a minute, Lee.
Yes.
Those are real?
Those are tiny little
Sue.
caterpillars.
This is a different caterpillar than those.
No, they're the same, and it's the same as this.
Wait. The little eggs, then this.
Yes, then this, then that.
Get out of here.
No,
They're
wait.
all the same.
This
Yes.
tiny little guy right here gets that big.
gets that big. And you do know that the caterpillar phase is the only phase that a butterfly actually grows. Because when a butterfly is released, it's full size. It never grows as a butterfly, it only grows as a caterpillar.
Lee and his team have another surprise, a butterfly that's about to emerge from its cocoon.
Oh, there's coming out right now. Let's watch this.
Look. Okay, the wings come out first, then the abdomen.
Never seen this. Coming up.
Oh, look, see, there we go.
Whoa, good night. That thing's over 6 feet tall. Next on Jack Hanna's Into the Wild. We're at Paz Waterfall Gardens in Costa Rica, where a butterfly is emerging from its cocoon right in front of our eyes.
Look. Okay, the wings come out first, then the abdomen.
Never seen this.
There's the head.
Look at that. It's pretty amazing to be able to witness the wonder in nature of having a butterfly actually emerge from the cocoon.
So little by little, those wings will stretch till they get full grown, and that's only going to take 20 minutes.
Can you imagine taking his first flight? I mean, something like this.
Let's go see him fly.
Today is our lucky day. The butterflies are getting ready to take their first flight, and a group of local school kids is here to give them a helping hand.
Hola.
How do you say, can I do it in Spanish? Release the butterflies, tell me.
Quieren soltar
Soltar
las mariposas.
las mariposas.
So say it, mariposas. Okay. Look here, you help me.
Look, they're on their hands.
Put your hand there. Look at this.
Look how pretty that is, the malachite.
See these young kids with those butterflies releasing them, that was a big deal to them.
It helps them to develop respect for the environment in which they live. They always say that you really can't have conservation without education. So thank you so much for what you do, because you're providing the education.
Thank you. This is the future of Costa Rica standing right here before us.
I know one word. Adios, amigos. Is that right?
Yeah.
Next, it's time to check out the big cats.
These are margay. It's an amazingly agile cat, lives in the trees, never comes down from the trees. This is the most adapted and evolved of all the cats here in Costa Rica. It survives where all the food is up in the forest. You've got birds, you've got iguanas, you've got eggs, you've got all those things up in that canopy, and this is completely adapted to life in the canopy.
Yeah, because the jaguars can't quite do that.
Well, we don't have buffalo and things like that for
Right.
the jaguars to eat. You know, we have sloths and those type of things, but it's not a huge biomass like Africa. It's not like you have the wildebeest passing through. And you've got very little large edible creatures for jaguars on the floor of the forest. But we've got a lot in the trees.
Sue and I have worked with a lot of cats and animals over these years in the zoological world and also traveling the world. But the one that's really incredible that I haven't seen many of, and that's the jaguar.
Torito, come here.
What a beautiful man alive.
This is our beautiful male. Torito means little bull because he's very, very stocky.
Seeing the jaguar like that was incredible. A lot of zoological parks don't have the jaguar.
In Costa Rica, it is the big icon animal.
Oh, look, see, there we go.
Whoa, good night. That thing's over 6 feet tall.
The jaguar has a very massive head, and you can understand why they have that ability for that incredible crushing power. It's all muscle.
These animals hunt, what would you say, more at night or day or what?
I think dusk to dawn, and they're a lie-in-wait predator. They tend to always strike from behind. So definitely an incredibly subtle creature that will stay motionless and then attack.
Yeah, that's what I figured. A lot different than other cats. The cheetah obviously have to hunt in the heat of the day.
Right.
1 o'clock in the afternoon, hotter the better because they're a weak cat. This cat has more power than almost a tiger. Last but not least, Lee wanted to introduce us to some very special spider monkeys. Those monkeys are following you, Lee.
They do. I've known these monkeys for over 16 years. These monkeys were in very poor condition when they arrived. They were kept as pets and they were very malnourished. The rebound was amazing. In a month and a half, they looked like happy, healthy monkeys. Their behavior changed, their attitude changed, and they became very, very kind.
They're just so fun to watch. You can see why they get the name spider monkey, because with that long tail, it looks like another arm or a leg.
It is the strongest prehensile tail in the animal kingdom, and it's used as a fifth appendage for balance and for a lot of things. They can curl that tail, make it into a cup, and drink water with their tail. They also can defend themselves with their tail. They can stick that tail right through this screen and bop you right in the eye if they want to. You can see them upside down right now, hanging by their tail so they can groom themselves, they can manipulate food, they can eat, all while hanging just by their tail. See how strong it is? You'll find no other monkey that has that strong of a tail.
You don't meet many people like Lee, what he's dedicated his life to.
His heart beats for Costa Rica and the wildlife that's there. He wants to make sure that he can do everything in his power to save these animals for future generations.
Lee, you have to be honest. Did you ever think you'd have something like this magnificent zoological park here, right in the jungles?
Never in a million years did I think I would ever leave my home state of Florida doing what I dreamed about doing when I, watched the nature shows on TV when I was a kid. It's a dream come true.
I wish that even some of us in our own country could see what you've done here naturally for all these animals. I mean, it's spectacular.
Thank you, sir.
It's been something else. It really has.
Your heart is definitely here for sure.
Thank you. You're right about that.
Thanks for joining me on today's adventure. From the Columbus Zoo, I'm Jack Hanna. Hoping you'll come along next time as I go into the wild.